title of this.
Patrick Courage works with the Louisiana Department of Natural Resources.
Louisiana has always been rich in oil and natural gas, which are very critical to almost everything we do.
Bayou people, like longtime resident Dennis Landry, are not too concerned about all the oil and gas operations, except when they see bubbles like these. And bubbles in this very spot began a saga few here will ever forget.
My wife Pat and I were just taking a leisurely boat ride, and when we got close to the pipelines here, I saw some unusual bubbling in the water. So I looked up and I could see the pipeline sign, so I immediately thought, well, surely it's got to be the pipeline leaking.
Pipelines from natural gas wells crisscross the undersurface of the bayou. Natural gas is odorless, highly flammable, and explosively dangerous. So reports of unusual bubbling go directly to John Boudreau, the Assumption Parish Director of Emergency Management.
We received a call about bubbling that was occurring in Bayou Corn. And yes, there was bubbling, and it was right near the pipeline crossing.
But Boudreau had to eliminate the possibility it was swamp gas, which results from rotting organic matter and is not a threat. So like a forensic detective, he sped to the site to take the gas's fingerprints. Boudreau had to catch the bubbles with a funnel and feed the data to a methane detector to see if it was natural gas from a leaking pipeline or just swamp gas.
The detector indicated it was not swamp gas, that it was a natural gas from a deep source.
But almost immediately, more bubbles began to appear in too many places to originate from a single leaking pipe.
They had bubbles coming up in the neighborhood. It's not just in the bayou. They were coming up right down the road over here, bubbling up like Alka-Seltzer.
And then the swamp began to tremble with earthquakes.
Very unusual to have earthquakes here in South Louisiana.
As the earthquake activity increased, the community began getting very nervous.